Hi, today let's look at the difficult topic of why resentment is information. Yesterday we looked at why the machine keeps choosing the same emotional template. Today we're going to look at something that builds directly on top of that. The feeling that tends to accumulate when the template has been running for a while. Resentment. Most people treat resentment as a problem to overcome or a moral failing to be ashamed of. It's neither. It's one of the most precise pieces of information the machine can produce for us. Spinoza defined hatred as sadness accompanied by the idea of an external cause. Resentment is that in its chronic form, persistent sadness, a decrease in your power, whose cause has been attributed to another person or situation. The machine has identified something as the source of a sustained diminishment, and it's been tracking it. Resentment is what that tracking sounds like when it becomes loud enough to notice. It tends to accumulate in three specific places. Where you're giving more than is returned. The machine tracks the ledger. When it's been out of balance long enough, resentment is a signal. Where you agree to something you didn't actually agree to. The arrangement that became the structure without ever being chosen. The responsibility absorbed because nobody else did it. Resentment is pointing at a boundary that exists in practice but was never yours. Where you're being held to someone else's version of who you should be. The performance of the old version we looked at on Tuesday. When it's sustained long enough, resentment is a cost becoming audible. In all three cases, the resentment is accurate. The machine knows. It's been tracking it. The standard responses are to suppress it or discharge it sideways. Suppression means that you push it down. You find reasons that it's unfair to feel that way. Decide that you shouldn't feel that way. It doesn't go anywhere. It runs at as low a level as flatness, withdrawal, the vague sense that something is wrong. It discharges sideways and comes out as irritability about small things, coldness in unrelated interactions, and disproportionate reactions. The machine is trying to relieve a pressure it cannot directly address. Both treat resentment as a problem to manage rather than information to read. Reading it accurately means sitting with it long enough to ask what it's pointing at. Which arrangement? Which requirement? Which version of yourself you're being asked to perform? You already know this at your body level, where your power is being diminished. The resentment isn't telling you something new. It's making audible something the machine has been running quietly for a while. The resentment isn't the problem. The resentment is the map. Thank you.